Next item. This morning, the Rothschilds told the Federal Reserve to ignore the Treasury, and when it became apparent that that was not possible, they called Mr. Mnuchin to assign all the bonds to them. So Kim then had to revoke Mr. Mnuchin's login and security clearances again. But whilst she was doing some checking, she found out that Mr. Mnuchin's security clearances was not issued by the US government, but by NATO in Belgium. Think about that. So when they tried to reissue Mr. Mnuchin's security clearances, Kim denied them for the first 10 times. Then they tried again, and Kim sent a message to, impolitely but correctly, for them to go away. So it appears Mr. Mnuchin was given very high clearances somewhere that was near Kim's level, and something he is not entitled to. Since then, the Trust and Kim have disabled the NATO systems altogether. A bit of background to the next piece is Kim, who has the authority to do so, had deleted Mr. Mnuchin's security clearance, his login to the US Treasury terminals, and also his access codes to the Treasury buildings previously, for blocking the trust funds, for blocking the release of the disaster relief funds for $105 billion, and for committing fraud twice directly in front of the president by producing fake gold certificates or misrepresenting gold certificates saying they belong to Chinese elders, when Mr. Trump showed them they all belonged to the trust. But the Rothschilds, it appears, has given Mr. Mnuchin, who whilst is in a prominent government position, should not have a clearance level above the president, you would think. Right? No. Wrong. Rothschilds gave Mnuchin a clearance level of 62, which is 39 levels above the president, and almost the same level as Kim. Now, Kim is level 64, which is the highest on the planet, and no one can go higher than the guardian of the trust. No one. To put it into reference, the deep state, as it's called, is at the top end, is level 49. And that was known previously as the Majestic Group, until the SSP took them all out, killed them all, around 12 to 18 months ago. But if you think this is a one-off and only applies to this incident, then you need to think again with this piece that was released today. The scope of the Hillary Clinton email investigation was so private, the OIG, Office of Inspector General, which is the Government Oversight Committee, didn't have the necessary security clearances needed to view the emails. And so subsequently the emails couldn't be given to Congress. And this is what I've been telling you all along. There is no oversight of the government or its myriad of contractors connected to it at all. All 3, 4 and 5 letter acronym groups in America have zero oversight. None. So the Office of Inspector General, which is the government's oversight, don't have necessary security clearances to view an investigation into emails. And this is just a small portion of the system they built that has to be worked out. And you would be amazed to find out how few are aware of this in or outside of the government. It needs to be broken down and either repurposed or deleted accordingly. But with so many snakes, with so many fingers in the pie, so to speak, that are allied to this or that faction, in bed with core pirates or in bed with lobbyists, or in bed with the children's groups. Allies are thin on the ground. And it kind of reminds me of the 100 series where Clark said, "Where are all the good guys?" And Bellamy's answer was, "There are none." And the thing is, this will take time. It runs through every single government department. And it is a monumental task when so many who stand there pumping their chest with fake tears running down their cheeks, professing their love for America, when in reality they are raping, pillaging, harvesting, killing, maiming and creating mass suffering for Americans, and many worldwide, due to what is essentially a relatively few psychopaths barking orders. So when people complain things are not moving quick enough, there's one of your answers why. These security clearances are beyond a joke and essentially awarded to people who play their game and has little to do with the work that they are being paid to do.